On the last episode of 20 Sides, our adventurers investigated the disappearance of Fenner Slate by heading to the docks to speak to his twin brother, Thorn. Once they gathered as much information from Thorn as they could, they moved on to the Lantern's Rest Inn and Tavern to speak to Talia. Talia informed Jace of a stranger asking about Alden from Greenshade. Before leading to head to the Broken Circle, Talia handed Jace a coin given to her by the stranger. And now, episode 5 of The Nexus. Welcome to 20 Sides, a fast-paced, story-driven, actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Now, Campaign 2, The Nexus.
Let's take a look at those circles, see if, and you got the notes from the tower.
Yes.
Let's see if we see any, if these patterns are correct and if they tell us anything. Sound good?
Sounds fantastic.
Let's go.
Perfect, let's go.
We could camp in the cabins.
Oh.
You all head toward the Drakana Wilds, the forest that is very close to Glen. You travel about 15 minutes until you get to the edge of the forest. And then once you cross over into the precipice of the forest, you walk another 15, 20 minutes, and Lucia is kind of guiding you because she has been there. And eventually, you get to the Broken Circle. And what you are seeing is this clearing where there are 12 huge stones in almost, not quite a perfect circle. They are in differing heights. Some are 10 feet tall, some are 3 feet tall. They are cracked. They have been around a long, long time. What would you like to do?
Everyone be very careful. We do not want to disrupt anything. I know you say it's been here a long time, but something new might be happening. And so let's just be cautious.
So no touchy.
As a kid, I used to jump off of these things. Well, some of them, not all of them, but so I don't know.
As you've been around a long time.
A long
do you
time,
ever
yes.
remember seeing a cube here?
I never saw a cube, but that sounds familiar. I've heard talk of it. But no, I never saw a cube of any kind.
Do you ever remember it being magical here?
A long time ago, I feel like there was all kinds of magic everywhere. Not just specifically here, but again, a long time ago, the clock tower felt magical. The places in Glen felt magical. So no more here. Again, as a kid, we would run through here and sure, yes, feel magic. But again, I think at that time, there was magic everywhere. And slowly over time, it has just drifted away, as if the gods have turned their back on Glen.
I don't think it's just Glen, but
Really?
I do see what you're saying. Oh, yes.
This is everywhere.
This is everywhere.
I did not know that.
Why do you stay in Glen?
My family's here. I'm with them, and I have no other desire to do nothing but support family and stay with them. So
You have a family?
I do have a family. No one really cares to ask about that, but yes, I do have a family. We
Do you
get by.
have kids?
No, I have never married, and I've never had kids because, again, my family, I have brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles, and we all take care of each other in different ways, and so
You're like a little killer whale.
we are like little killer whales, yes. Exactly like little killer whales. I don't know that I could have described it better. Yes, like killer whales. But yeah, so there was no reason to leave Glen. We don't have a prosperous life here, and we've indebted ourselves to live. But it's a good life. It's a good life with good people. So we stay.
You know what they say about killer whales?
No, I don't. What did they say?
I don't know. I was trying to come up with something cool.
I was hoping for a new saying.
Yeah, I'll think of one.
Okay, thank you.
Create one together.
Oh.
No.
Right now.
You know what they say about killer whales? The bond is as large as the day is wide. That would be a great. Well done, Dail.
good.
Well done, Dail. Yes.
Good.
All right. So don't say anything about the cube, though. Well, see, there is another group that's coming here, and somebody in
Is this
that
part of
group.
your team?
No, they're actually like a competing team. But they're just out for the treasure. It's very immoral and not what my team is searching for. We would love the cube, yes, but...
no one said anything about treasure.
Well, I mean, the cube...
Do you want me to steal all their stuff so that they can't compete with you?
I think that what they're doing is looking for one specific thing that's supposed to be here or might be here. And I would love to find it, but for different reasons. I don't need the fame or anything that comes with that. They are treasure hunters more so than looking for the history and writing the story.
Well, we have ways to deter their progression if you would like.
They're on their way. So just so we're all aware that there's another team.
Definitely keep an eye out for them.
Yes, Jasper. Jasper's his name.
Now, these stones, have you done any preliminary examinations?
Not much yet. Again, my team isn't here, and a lot of my equipment is gone.
Sure, but guess what? You have a new team. Well, maybe even better than your other team.
Temporary team.
So much better than your other team.
Yes.
I don't even know them, but yeah,
Right.
we are so much better.
But I
am
can begin
pretty
to do...
fantastic.
It's a bit dark now. I can begin to do work, but I think we really should look at the stars tonight and come back early in the morning to see what we can
Great plan.
find.
Wait for stars to come out and compare it to the charts and see, are these things accurate?
Give me does anybody have navigator's tools by chance?
Yes.
I have some
Do you?
kind of survival.
I thought you were joking.
No.
I do.
So what you're going to do is you're going to roll with advantage, and you are going to roll. I'll allow you to either roll perception, arcana, or history. Whichever the three are higher, everybody can roll it. And Lucia will roll at advantage because she pulls out her navigator tools, and like if you were going to navigate by the stars or whatnot.
Nice.
8.
3.
10.
18 plus 7.
Boom!
25.
25.
Yes.
You start flipping through, and Dail is like, the entire time is more like, what are you doing? What are you looking at? What are you
What's
like
that?
like super hyping you up and kind of not necessarily getting on your nerves, but like getting in the way a little bit. But eventually you
But not on my nerves.
right. But eventually you come to the page that you find that would essentially be the date of today. And you hold it up and it's not correct at all.
Oh, dang.
And then because you rolled so freaking high, you put it down and you start flipping through until a page from about 3 weeks ago catches your attention and you hold it up and it's a perfect match.
3 weeks ago, or like maybe 3 days ago when the bell tower went out.
No, it's about 3 weeks ago.
Okay. So this is quite bizarre, but this is the sheet for today, and it's incorrect. It's not right. If you look up, and it just doesn't match. But as I was searching through the other papers, I noticed that this one was shining, and it does quite appear that this is the date that is accurate, but it was 3 weeks ago.
Maybe the people who made this were just wrong. Maybe they're just behind a little bit. I don't know.
I just don't think that they would be
That's pretty off.
wrong.
3 weeks.
3 weeks
big
is a big time.
It's not anything. It's not. The clock tower was just days ago.
Has anything happened in Glen in the last few weeks beyond the tower?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
No, I mean, everything seemed pretty normal until the bells.
The
or
clock
ringing.
tower was interesting, yes, but that was, again, just a few days ago. Do you think that there's somehow been a break in time? And
Can I take out the coin and see if it does anything?
You pull out the coin and you look at it and then you look up and it's a perfect match to the sky above you.
How
there's
did
a
you
there's a
do
moon
that?
and a star is right behind it, exactly like what you would see on the coin.
All right. Hey, come here. I'm gonna hold it up to see. Get it
Dale's
on me
already
and
like
look up.
right there.
Yeah.
Actually, Dale, will you hold this up? So we can all look at it. If you'll notice, it aligns perfectly. I don't know what that means.
Maybe not so
but
high. Maybe not. That's better. A little better.
Brings it down like a foot and a half.
All right. So this is something.
Okay.
something, yes, but what does it mean?
What does
So
it
we
mean?
well, we must find the person who gave this coin.
Will Alden know?
Well, we can go to Green Shade. Although this does seem like it's getting into quite a big
I think
adventure.
Alden might be in the cabins that are just a
Yeah,
short walk
that's
away, I
definitely-
believe, right?
You can definitely look at those next.
Everybody give me a perception check.
Oh, that
10.
18.
21.
13 for me.
So, Jace,
Mm-hmm.
you hear in the woods a glitching sound
Son of a nut.
that sounds louder and more,
Not the shadows.
almost more metallic sounding than what you heard in the clock tower. You're the only one that hears this.
Guys, there's something coming from over there. It sounds pretty familiar to the clock tower.
I do believe those are called crickets.
No, this is more metallic. There's definitely some kind of grinding happening, similar to the tower.
Like bumping and grinding.
No, like things grinding, yeah, like
Like
metal.
coming from
like,
the cabins.
the cabins are pretty far away, right?
Cabins are far away.
Yeah, I can't.
So
That was
I'm
not a joke.
gonna fade back behind.
Is
like,
this in the woods? Or are you
Yes.
hearing this come from the woods? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, right over there. So I kind of fade to where they are between me and the sound.
Yeah.
I'm fading back as I say this. So maybe that sword again.
Shing! And I
pull-
didn't hear the sound, right? Like, I don't think I had ever heard
I
it. I
don't
don't think
see
I...
No,
Same.
nobody else has
Yeah.
heard or seen anything.
Well,
You're the only one that heard.
Well, she's talking about
heard it.
I'm referring
previously.
to-
Oh,
the
yes,
house.
yes.
Okay.
That was just me and.
So let's just check it out.
I don't have my night vision goggles.
Oh, hey.
I love it at home.
I
Would you like-
can.
Yes,
I can
you
check
have
it
that
out.
spell,
We
right?
can.
Yeah,
You have magic
I'm
that
just
does
going to
that.
cast it and would not care if there's a
if there-
consequence.
okay.
Like, if anyone
Yeah.
sees us,
I
I
was
don't
going to say I don't know.
Bing.
Okay.
What are you
That
casting
could
it
be
on?
dangerous.
Just like, can it just be around me? Or
Yeah,
Does it
you
have to
can
be on
cast
a
it
figure?
on something on you. Yeah, it's just gotta be cast on
Your
something.
gloves.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, or my
superhero.
like Elsa.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes, or my little bracelet is kind of like
Oh, your artifact. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay.
Your
Yeah.
artifact bracelet lights up, and actually all the little any runes on them or anything start glowing. That bluish white light as it illuminates out 30
Yeah.
feet from you. Then you hear from the woods just like a. I'm gonna give you all one round. Is there anything you want to do in a round as you see starting to like come out from the woods is this winged creature. Its wings are like a shiny metallic silvery color, and it's just glitching as it's moving, and its feet look awkward as it's moving forward, almost like it's buffering, and then it's just like in another spot coming at you.
Does
almost,
it look like it could fly, or
yes,
is it just
100%.
Okay,
It
doesn't
looks
look
very like eagle-like
Okay.
in its movements, and its wings, and its claws as its beak opens up again and just as it's walking toward y'all. You got one action I'll let you do if you want to do anything before we roll for initiative.
Wait.
So you could cast Blade Ward if you wanted to. Like this would be a spot where you could cast Blade Ward. You got one round before we roll for
Is
initiative.
there anything else around that guy specifically?
Behind the creature is the forest line. He or she are about to come out of the forest line.
Do we see them?
Yes, you see like its big, huge beak that's this like silvery. It almost looks like, think of Mercury. How it like, that's kind of what its whole body is doing as it's also glitching coming toward you.
Interesting.
Because I was kind of thinking of trying. Oh, they might be too far away from me.
Well, here's what I mean, like anything that's not combat oriented before.
Yeah, you talking about like if you're adding
Initiative.
mage armor, or if
Correct.
you are
I was
something
going
like
to try
that.
to use catapult.
Okay, you can do that once it starts.
Oh, I
once
can't-
we start
He's giving you a
combat.
free action to add something that's like
Like if you have anything that wants to be
armor
temporary hit
or-
points or
yeah,
armor or anything
that
like
kind of
that.
thing.
So, yeah, Dail is going to cast Blade Ward.
Okay.
I guess just in the atmosphere. Do I
Yeah,
cast
it
on
casts
her
it on
sword?
yourself. You cast it on yourself, and your armor
Okay.
starts to glimmer just a little bit.
Does Bardic Inspiration count as something I could do? Okay. I will give Bardic Inspiration again to Dail. I'll tell her, you've done this before, and this is just like that one. Maybe a little bigger, maybe a little more scary.
Yeah, it
But,
definitely looks more scary.
But you shing shing that one. You can
Shing,
do it.
shing.
Do it again. So I give her
Oh,
Bardic
so
Inspiration.
we have to fight this.
What-
You want us to
just
fight this?
What did you think we were going to do?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't fight things.
This is an adventure. This was going to happen.
All right.
Okay. So this time, I know last time got a little scary. This time we're going to all come together. We're all here this time.
Okay. We won't like hurt it badly. We'll
no,
just.
no. Of course not. Of course
right.
not. Well, if it's something that will talk to us, we'll talk to it.
Okay.
Right now, it doesn't look like it.
Roll for initiative. Dail,
I got a 20 minus 1, 19.
Lucia,
13.
Holden.
18.
21.
Woo! So our order will be Jace, the monster,
Ooh.
20.
and then everybody else.
Dang.
Yeesh.
All right.
All right, Jace, get him.
Actually, the exact same order as the last combat.
Interesting.
But this time, Jace can see this
Yes, thank you for the light.
beast coming
yeah.
forward out of the woods. What are you doing? I'll say he's about 60 feet away from you.
All right. I am going to cast. So I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on the creature, which will outline it into with a like pink hue.
Yeah.
Kind of outline the creature. So kind of glitchy, maybe help see it a little better. And if it fails its Dex 13 saving throw, everyone will get advantage on it.
Ooh.
Nice.
Dex 13.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Fail.
Success with the nat 17.
All right, there we go.
So it doesn't
I don't
work.
think anything happens. Yeah. It just doesn't work.
Okay. So this glittery dust starts to fall. It hits it, but it just kind of blends in with this silvery, metallic, mercury-esque look. Would you like to move at all?
I mean, we're all kind of grouped up right now.
Yep.
Again, I've been kind of fading into the background. I mean, I'm probably, whoever's the farthest back, I'm probably 10 feet behind them. Not too far.
Perfect. All right.
See what's going on still.
It is up to this creature who can move only 30 feet, but it goes as its wings spread out. It takes flight and is going to land 10 feet in front of Dail and Holden. And then it begins glitching harder. Just
My eyes.
it is now up to Holden, I think. Did you
Yeah.
roll the 19?
I got a 19.
She's
Oh,
19.
Dail.
Yeah,
it is
I'm
up to
18.
Dail.
I'm going to attack with my greatsword.
So you're going to move forward 10 feet and take a
Oh, I
hack.
forgot I have to get so close. Oh, I don't like it.
As it's glitching a ton, you're going to roll with disadvantage. It is phasing.
A not one.
Misses! You swing, you miss. Would you like to do anything with your bonus action? But you know what? Even though you miss, it's because you have the new weapon masteries. You get what's called graze with your greatsword, and it's still going to take, it's actually the modifier. So it's going to take 3 damage. So even though you missed, it's still going to take 3 huge damage.
Nice.
Anything with your bonus action, or would you like to action surge to get a whole nother action?
But I only get to use that once.
Correct.
It's bedtime.
Yeah, I mean, we're about,
know, I'm about to
after
use my
this, we're
spell.
about to.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll use my action surge.
It's bedtime.
And it says I can take 1 additional action, so that means I can roll again
You can
for
attack
my
again
greatsword.
at disadvantage because it's Glitch Master right now.
Oh my god, another 1.
Another nat 1. You
You
are
take 3
thrown
again?
off. It'll still take 3 more damage.
That's 6
You
total.
That's
Hey,
right.
kind of
Good
a hit.
job. Good job.
And then
kind-
can I move or
Uh,
disengage? What do
No, you can't disengage because you've already used
Can
your
I
action.
fall prone
No,
No.
like I have before?
Play dead.
Played it.
So you're just thrown off by how much this thing is glitching. You swing once and graze it, and then you get mad. You action surge and swing again and miss again, but still graze it for a total of 6 damage. It is now Holden's go.
So Holden first is going to move
Yup.
so that he is to the left of the rock, but so where he is not encumbered by Dail being in front. And then he is going to, right now, he's just going to use his hand crossbow.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that at disadvantage because
Yes.
he's a glitchian.
And so the lowest is going to be a 10.
I got a miss.
All right. So again with my second attack.
Wait, I don't think you get 2 attacks with a crossbow, though, because I don't think it has the light. Well, and you got to load it, so you definitely don't, unless you take the crossbow expert feat.
Never mind.
Yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay. So you
Which you should do.
shoot your crossbow as you are like leaning out from this rock, and this thing is glitching so much. You aim perfectly, but it just glitches out of the way at the last minute, and it flies by it, poof, hits the ground in front of it. Lucia.
All right, I'm going to try Ice Knife.
Ooh.
So it says, you create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it. Oh shoot, never mind. I can't do that.
Whoa, how much
I mean,
would
I
it
could,
take?
but
Yeah.
Or what would that be?
But she would take damage.
must
Dail.
succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
I'd pick some up.
Yeah. For the sake of this, I will.
Yes.
I will. Okay, I'm going to scoot here so I don't hit. And then I'm going to try, instead of that ice, I'm going to do my other ice, which is Frostbite.
Is this a attack roll?
This is one of my little cantrips. You can cause a numbing frost to form on one creature that you can see within range. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 1d6 cold damage, and it is disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
All right. This is +1 as this 14.
13.
He succeeds! He
Poo.
Womp womp.
No one has damaged this thing out
It
of the
has
gate.
6 damage,
well,
but-
6
Yeah.
damage, 6
Yeah.
damage. No one's hit it.
Thanks,
Full force.
Holden.
I just missed.
Just missed.
Yeah.
It just missed. It is back up to Jace to start round 2. And as you get ready to do what you wanted to do, you hear slithering coming out of the woods behind you.
I'm certainly glad I didn't come out to study alone tonight.
You hear,
Right?
you hear,
Oh no, I hate that so much.
as you turn around,
Man,
you
Ruth.
just turn
Yeah.
your head, and looking like a slithering eel, like a big snake that also has this same glitching feature to it. Silvery metallic is slithering toward you and will be at you at the start of your next turn if you stay where you are.
So I'm going to. How far away is Dail from me?
Dail is less than, I would say 30 feet or less.
30 feet or less.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to run up to Dail. Going to just kind of give her a big kind of pat,
What? That doesn't look accurate.
big tap on the shoulder,
Holy.
and going to cast Heroism. So you'll gain temporary hit points of 3 at the beginning of each of your turns.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
So I'm gonna tap her and say, you're doing great, but we've got some more behind us, okay? So I'm gonna do that and then just move just over a bit.
Okay.
So I had to touch her to cast that spell.
Yeah. So a little temporary
funny.
hit points. Anything else you want to do? Anything you want to do with your bonus action? Got any bardic
I got
inspirations
one
left?
more bardic inspiration. I'm gonna pass it over to Holden and say,
And that's a D6 if I'm short on something.
Yeah, if you fail something. Holden, you're doing great too, but I know you missed that last shot. But this one I'm feeling better about.
Thank you.
God,
Thank you.
Jace. Sorry.
All
I
right.
love it.
And with
Cheerleader.
that, the winged creature spreads its huge metallic wings in the face of Dail
Oh, gosh.
and just as it goes to bite your face.
Oh.
And he rolls a 9 + 5, 14.
So that is a miss.
Ah!
Nice.
And then it rakes up with a claw and a 10 + 5, 15.
Also miss.
Nice.
Get him.
Does my blade ward do
It
anything?
would if I hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So both.
What would it do?
So basically, if the creature makes an attack roll against you before the spell ends, the attacker subtracts 1d4 from the attack roll. So
Okay, so-
hopefully that
okay.
would cause it to miss.
Yep. And it
Right.
lasts a minute. So if you take damage, we'll roll a concentration check. But
Wait, so
you haven't taken
it
damage. yet.
subtracts from the hit or from the damage?
From the attack roll.
from the attack roll.
Yeah, so it
cool.
calls her to miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's super cool.
Yeah,
It's pretty
that's
cool.
awesome.
That's big.
Very cool. Very
Now, it
cool.
costs an action to cast.
Right,
So,
so
like, if you
instead of
started
beginning-
combat with it, probably
Gotcha.
wouldn't be great. But okay, so both of those attacks miss Dail as this winged creature's wings hit the ground. The one behind y'all slithers forward 40 feet and will get within 10 feet of Dail/Holden. Oh, yeah, sorry, Dail/Jace. It is now up to Holden. What do you got? Hiding behind a rock.
I'm not really behind a rock.
Near a rock.
I'm near the rocks. How far am I from Eagle Boy?
15 feet, 10
Okay.
feet. And it's no longer glitching a ton.
Okay.
Just a heads up there.
So I'm no longer at disadvantage?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to run up to Eagle Boy
Okay.
and I'm going to dagger. So before I do this,
Mm-hmm.
because it's the nick,
Mm-hmm.
I get 2 attacks.
Correct.
But I then can also disengage because it doesn't
Correct,
take my
because
bonus
it's your
action
nick
to.
feature,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So I am going to run up to Eagle Boy
Okay.
and I'm going to
Dagger.
dagger.
All right.
First one is a 17 to hit. All right. And that is going to be, terrible.
Plus your sneak attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 damage with the sneak attack.
All right.
Second one is an 18
That hits.
and 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yeah,
That's good.
on that one.
So we're so
Then-
used to like 40
Yeah,
damage.
yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
going to get back to
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
level 2.
Humbly.
Yeah.
So now I'm
Humble
going
damage.
to, because I obviously saw the thing slither up.
Yes.
So now I'm going to disengage
Okay.
and I'm going to get on top of a rock
Okay.
that's kind of just to try to get off the ground a little bit.
Yeah. Good turn.
Thank you.
You run up, dagger this thing. It looks at you as you stab it, and you pull back, you disengage with your cunning action, run back another 15 feet, hop on top of one of these broken circle rocks. It is now up to Dail.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to use my great sword again and attack
All right.
at 20.
The first try.
So it's automatic.
Crit.
Automatic
That's
12.
an automatic 12. So roll this,
Okay.
and then you're going to
Explain that again though,
Yeah.
the crit thing.
Okay, so if you roll, it's weapon damage or like spell damage.
Okay.
If you roll a D8 for damage instead of rolling 2D8, because you could roll 2 1s and it's like that's a weak
That
crit.
sucks,
That
yeah.
sucks.
Mhm.
You're just gonna roll 1D8, but you're gonna start with 8 damage already.
Okay.
You're gonna assume
Assume
you
that
rolled an
they were
8
the
on
highest.
one of them,
Okay,
and then you'll
okay,
roll the next one.
okay.
So a crit will always be more than the max damage of a single hit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
But
I
it
have
won't-
a
But we won't do it for like
2.
sneak attack, the sneak attack damage, because that would be
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, you'd roll that
Yeah,
anyways, right?
yeah.
Right.
So I have 2d6, so I'm assuming
You're
one
gonna
is a
start
6.
with 12. No.
Oh, start with 12?
Yeah, because you're
Okay.
always rolling 2d6 when you hit, plus
Plus I have 3.
plus 3.
Three.
You're adding
So you're
15
adding
to-
15 to this.
Whatever you're about to roll. Yeah.
That's
Big
so
hit.
great.
4.
Hey,
Plus
nice.
15, 19 damage.
Noise.
I would be donezo. We all would be.
That would just
Except
one-shot
for
any of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good turn though, Dail. As you finally this thing stops glitching in front of you, you pull back your great sword, you hone in your focus. As soon as Holden pulls his daggers out, you lunge forward. This thing just and it starts glitching like almost uncontrollably as it's
Oh, no.
looking like mightily rough.
Good.
It is now
Grim
Lucia's
harvested
goes.
someone.
Okay, I know
Grim
that
harvested.
I'm about to do what you're not supposed to do, but I see that other thing heading toward them, and I want to use this knife thing to try
Okay.
to
I'll
do
hit it
it
off
on
before you-
them
Perfect.
before it gets to them.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, thanks. So I am going to use Ice Knife. So it's a 1d10 damage.
You gotta roll.
Wait,
a
I
hit
gotta roll
yeah,
for
yeah.
5. Plus 5 is what I was looking for. Okay. I'm using my heroic inspiration.
Nice. Good call. Good
Nice.
call. As
Good
you rolled
call.
a nat 1.
I did.
Okay,
Answer,
all right,
great
all right.
answer.
Okay, 19.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing.
All right.
I'm gonna pierce you. Pierce. 8.
Ooh, nice.
And then The target, hit or miss, then it explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
So I rolled a nat 2 on the dex saving throw. So it's going to take that damage as well.
Okay, so yay.
So roll
now
2d6.
I do 2d6. Haha. Haha, 10.
Woo! There it is. There it is.
Big damage.
Yes.
So Lucia hears this slithering, glitching beast coming out of the woods. She turns around and out of her bracelet that is already glowing with light, a knife, an ice knife begins to form, and almost like Ryu from Street Fighter, she shoots it forward. That knife.
No, like Elsa from Frozen.
Yeah, more like Elsa from Frozen. Right.
Sure.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it several times. It hits
You
the
did.
beast.
Your son was in the play
Yeah,
last
your
year.
child was in the play.
It hits it, then explodes as this creature almost gets up like a cobra and just. It is now round 3. You've got a winged glitching beast that is glitching super hard now because it's looking very rough. There's a slithery beast coming toward y'all. It is Jace's turn.
Guys, I'm not the fighting type.
I know where you're going with this.
With Vicious Mockery.
That's so funny.
Vicious Mockery to one of these creatures?
Do they have to be able to understand the language?
That's what I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
don't
Because
think
then it would
that would
only
make
work
sense.
for humanoids.
Yeah, it really would make
Right.
sense.
It
That
just-
was just part of it.
Like
but-
maybe instead of it being a mockery of them, it's like just like an ancient.
Just has to be able to hear you.
Yeah.
They have to understand it.
It's just I would think it's more of like an ancient language that is like powerful enough to do psychic damage.
we can make that like a house rule that that spell can't kill anything.
I think that
that's
makes
fair.
sense. Yeah.
I never wanted to.
Yeah.
right? So, but the disadvantage that it gets is more of what, because it's similar to her other spell she casts.
Yes,
where it's like,
yes.
if it does hit. So we'll use Vicious Mockery on the big glitching bird-like creature.
And that's a saving throw?
Yes, a Wisdom 13.
Wisdom, this is flat.
18.
18 succeeds. It resists your mockery
Sure.
of it.
Don't care. And I move to this. I'm not paying attention to where I'm going, but I'm just backing up, and I guess end up kind of towards the middle of this circle.
All right. It is now the winged beast's turn. It goes again to bite at Dail. A
Fail.
16 hits, but you've got
But-
Blade Ward,
Yes.
Automatic 1 at least.
which is automatic 1, so your Blade Ward blocks it. Does this go like forever?
That's why it's concentration.
Nice.
Wow.
It's like an automatic
Yeah.
1 to 4 armor class. Basically.
And the second attack, 13 plus 5, 18 hits.
But
Roll a d4 to see if your Blade Ward prevents
Like
it.
that was
That's a
fudge.
d6.
4.
That's a d6. A d4.
Oh, this
Yep.
21. 3.
brings it down to
Blocks it.
15.
This ward, both of the first bite hits your chest plate, your chainmail,
Ow.
and instead of it piercing you, that blade ward, that magical barrier blocks it. The second strike of the talon also rips across you, but it rips the blade ward as it's still intact. It has just protected you twice
Whoa.
from taking damage. And now it's the slithering beast's go. It slithers on up to a Lucia, who is right there in the open. And
She's so
it is
scared.
going to go to bite her with
Oh,
a nat
yes.
1.
Noise.
Nice.
Misses.
Easy. This is so
And
easy
then-
Easy
fighting.
fight.
And then it flips its tail around and goes to hit you with its tail. A 9 plus 5, 14 hits.
Got me.
Unless you want to use shield.
I do want to use shield. Of
Yeah?
course I do. Yes.
Okay, that adds 5 to your armor class. Blocks it. So you're able to dodge out of the way of the
It's bedtime.
bite.
It's
and
bedtime. Let's fight every night.
Then you
We
see the
only fight at
tail
bedtime.
coming, and you just throw your arm up as a shield, just poof, and it almost makes like a just a boom sound.
Reverberating.
Yes. It is now up to Holden.
All right, Holden is going to do the same thing he did before. So he's going to
Yeah.
move up to.
You hop down
Eagle Boy.
off of the rock, run forward with 2 daggers.
2 daggers. First dagger is 14.
Misses.
So I'm going to use.
Oh, he got his bardic and race.
It's a D6.
I'm going to hit.
You automatically, because it's 15 armor class. Sorry. Yeah.
So
Auto hits
Auto
with the
is-
bardic inspiration coming in clutch twice.
Auto hit. So that's going to be 6 plus a D6. So 8 damage on that one.
And with that,
Nice.
the beast and disappears. And that is it for this week's 20 Sides. Don't forget to tune in each week as Jace, Dail, Holden, and Lucia venture across Aberynth. Don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/20sides, where there are free options, $5 options, and $10 options to help support our podcast. Follow us on all the socials everywhere at 20 Sides Pod. And per usual, we couldn't do this without the atmospheric background tracks from Monument Studios and TabletopAudio.com. We will see you right here next week on 20 Sides.